Hello friends, welcome back. It's once again time for Big Dino Plays Kingdom Death, and today we're launching into Lantern Year 10 and we're taking a risk, we're taking a punt, we're facing off against a nemesis monster, which could potentially end our campaign. That nemesis monster is the Lonely Tree. We have a survivor who is about to eat the lonely fruit, and for those who've not played the game before, that will result in a showdown with the Lonely Tree. So it's an exciting time. I think the setup of our survivors at this point in the campaign is exceptionally strong. Let's have a look at our survivors that we're taking. We're taking Belly, so we're looking to try and get shield proficiency if we can before she dies. Felix, our Verminist, we're trying to level up Hissing Arms again. The Tweety Bird, she's going for Grand Weapon Mastery. And then Hans, we just want Hans to die. So Hans is going to be our little shit kicker. All right. So let's, so the layouts, we've got our White Sunline armor, which is only available in the People of the Sun, which I'm very excited about. The Frogdog set on Hans. Yes, Hans has got Singing Fist and Tooth down here. And this is actually a monster grease, which we will explain why, because he has a proctophilia. So some cool things we've got. We've got the Curse Hammer, which is a cool pattern that we picked up from the level 3 Smog Singers. I've whipped out 2 bone axes. I'm not normally a fan of using bone axes, but we're going to use them for this Lonely Tree. So that's not true. I am a fan of using bone axes, but at this point, I would have hoped to have superseded them, but I don't actually have any good axes that I've got available to buy. So I made a couple of bone axes. We have to do our Sauna Shrine roll. So we're going to roll I don't know what that was, but we already sacrificed the organ. Departing survivors gain 2 insanity. That's a shame. All right, so we shall depart. Now, it is a nemesis encounter, and so we actually get 10 survival. So we're just going to apply 10 survival, and we're going to depart, and then everyone is also going to gain 2 insanity, and we will have a look at the showdown board. So feel okay about this. What I should actually do is do the story. Let's go and do the story. The Lonely Lady. Ah, yes. A survivor paused in the darkness, crippled by an unknown feeling of loss, a hole opened in their heart. A lovely lady comes along and says, "Let's go to the settlement and be friends. Let's have a perfect life together. And then I'm going to kill you because I am going to eat you because I am a tree." The survivor that consumed the lonely fruit is dead. Who is that survivor, Deno? It's one of our A-grade dirtbags. Junita, you say. Sorry, Junita. Junita will die and will get us a basic resource because she is a cannibalize settlement. A monster hide. Well done, Junita. So, the Lonely Tree. I've already set this up. There's full tall grass. That is it. This changed. I don't know what it changed to. These all changed too. I think it just changed the names of those actually off the top of my head. All right. So where do we deploy? Anywhere 4 spaces away. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have already shuffled this. Let's just go through and make sure each survivor is good to go. Yep, I hadn't actually played the Lonely Tree before until a campaign I think it was last year, and I've drew it in like Lantern Year 3, and I just like, yeah, it's just a fucking tree, right? What's it going to do? So I went to fight it, and I nearly lost all 4 survivors. It was a tragically bad turn of events. So Physiognomy 2, we get to draw two terrain cards and choose one. So yeah, I have a little bit more respect for the Lonely Tree now. I'm not going to... we have some debris, and we have a bug patch. Ooh, a bug patch is actually good for us. We want to get some more vermin. All right, so the bug patch is set up adjacent to the monster. So let's just remind ourselves of the Lonely Tree. So we have a couple of rules over here. Impenetrable trunk may only be critically wounded by axes. Bare fruit, when a fruit is removed, great. Nightmare fruit, great. So we will commence our showdown with the Lonely Tree. Heavy bows. When this comes into play, all survivors that are not adjacent to another survivor suffer knockback 7. And he bashes us. Wow. That's awful. Okay. We'll just get flung across the board. So I guess it's our turn now, which is good. So what do we want to do? Do we want to dash? We do want to dash. There's no penalty for dash in this one. We want to get our shield proficiency point. So we're going to do the pounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This tree doesn't have a blind spot, so we don't get a bonus for strength on our pounce, which sucks. The tree is toughness 10 though, so she'll go to there, and then she'll leap. So she's dashed. And she's using the shield. So she's a shield specialist. Ah, I see. She should actually be this, which is good. And she used the diagonal movement to find the castle. Because she is insane indeed. So we've got find the castle 3. I'll grab that out now. No, I've already grabbed that out, which is good. She is not hitting with a sword. We might try for that soon. Yeah, and so her shield, because she has +1 speed and accuracy of 1 from the pounce, she's hitting on 7s. So that's a lantern, 10, and a 4. The hit location that we get is... A survivor may spend 1 survival to destroy the threatening reflex or destroy the root and cancel this reflex. So we will spend a survival to cancel the reflex, and we will attempt to wound. I'm not sure what it is. 5. When we pounce, we go to 6, 7. Yeah, 3, 4 plus 5 is 9, 6. Yeah, so we're just 1 short there, I think. Let me double check. When you pounce, Deno, you get +1 strength. Yes. We don't get to go in the blind spot. Damn. Damn. Oh well. 5 is not enough, so we fail to get our shield wound. Felix will dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Felix is going to swing with paired weapons using the bone pickaxe. Also a bad one. Is he extra speed as well? He is, yes. So 3 speed, so the bone pickaxes are hitting on 7s. So that's 2 hits. When you make a paired attack and progress, boom. There is a reflex there, and there is a reflex there. So we'll do this one first. Our strength is 2, The bone pickaxe is 2, so we're looking for 6s to wound. And there is nothing else we're doing here. No. So first one, that's a 7, so that's a wound. What weapons are we actually chasing here? Fist and tooth. Yep, doesn't matter. The lonely tree bears fruit in an unoccupied space as close to the attacker as possible. Boom. And this one is a 5, which is a fail. So the basic action now triggers. And now the basic action has after damage bash, which is bullshit. So 3 speed, 1, 2, 3. Hitting on a 3+, which goes to 6+. 3 wonderful hits. So we don't get to avoid any of that, but it is only 1 damage apiece because of the -1. Oh no, it's damage 3, so it's going down to damage 2. Not good. Body waste body. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's it. And then it bears fruit again. In a space adjacent to the tree. No, so it's like so. So that's suboptimal. She actually leaped to here because she's movement 6. So this guy's going to move 5 speed. So this has got our curse hammer. So this should be a little more inspiring. Tweety bird, going for the grand weapon. Got so many death tokens, it's not even funny. Love that one. 1, 2, 3 speed, yep. Hitting on 6s. 2 hits. 1, 2. If we do a wound, it's super dense, that doesn't matter. We wound on a 2+. So we do a wound. Perform basic action, target the attacker. We will let that one go through first. So 3 speed, hitting on a 3+. 1 hit, sorry, 2 hits, 1 miss. 2 hits, however, turns into 1 to the boots, and that is 1, 2. Yeah, so -1, so it's 4. So it's 3 damage to the legs. 1, 2, 3. Fine. And then this one is also a wound. Oh, he's got bash, hasn't he, on his basic action, his basic attack. That's some bullshit. Well, in that case, I would have done that, which means that, which means that, and that. So Tweety gets the grand proficiency point and did not have to dash. We have no encourage. That's really annoying. And the tree has borne fruit here. So yeah, Hans is going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And harvest the bug patch. Rolls a LY10, which is a random vermin resource from the bug patch. And we will get a hissing cockroach. Done. Goes down monster hide. Bug patch debris. Done. And I think that's the end of our turn. So move on. The monster flips. Seed grenade. The closest threat. Well, it has to be our chick in red, which is Belly. So this will be 3 speed, hitting on a 3+, which goes to 5+. So we miss once. 5+ and a 9+, so it's 2 hits. And that's the boots and the boots. Now these do, there's 3 fruit on the board, so it's a total damage of 5, which goes down to 4. So we'll dodge 1, and we'll take 4 damage to the legs. That then bashes her and knocks her down with that seed grenade. However, the flower funnel does not trigger because she's adjacent to another survivor. So she's knocked down, this guy stands up, and this girl stands up. And that's gone. So, target suffers bash. That's quite an annoying after damage trigger, I must say. We're going to hit with our paired attack guy, Felix. Swing with hissing arms and the bone pickaxes. 2 hits again. What a pest. 1, first strike, 2. 2 reflexes in the tangled trunk. We can't critical, so we'll just roll a 3. That's a fail. Place the attacker in the tall grass terrain tile they're furthest from. They gain a bleeding token from being pulled through the ground, and that is it. Does it say knocked down? No. So that's fine. Bleeding token for Felix. Done. Both of those first strikes go away. Let's go in with the blue person who's got a bone axe into adjacent to those things. Swing with the bone axe. Who's this guy called? Hans. Hans Gruber. Oh. Hans rolls 2 hits. So we don't have any axe mastery, so that doesn't matter. So we are critting on... oh my god, Hans has 2 luck. So Hans is critting on a 9-8 with the thing. That's a 5, but I think that's still a wound. Is that right? No, it's not. So that one goes away. And this one is another 5. What are you doing, Hans? That's a reflex. It bears fruit there, and then he gets knocked back into the nightmare fruit. And because it's impassable terrain, he gets knocked down. That's an impressive turn, Hans. She is knocked down, so she can't do anything. So it's just our person with the grand weapon. 2 hits. Tweety. 1, 2, so we will... Oh, it's a survivor adjacent to the attacker. 1, 2. Uh, 2+. That's a wound. 2+. That's a wound. We're going to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do, pig. So, gather fruit. All survivors adjacent to the tree suffer knockback 3. 1, 2, 3. Also knocked back into there, can't do anything about it. Remove all fruit from the showdown board and place them on the unoccupied spaces closest to the lonely tree and the most survivors. Perform basic action. So it must be like that. So let's say remove all fruit. Yep, okay. So this attack is going to go on basic action, the closest threat. Unfortunately, it is Tweety. Tweety's going to dash into the tall grass. Dash. So speed 3 for this basic action. Tweety has evasion 1. 5, 2 and a 7. The 5 misses thanks to the tall grass. And we will dodge the other one. So no bash this turn. And then the tree bears fruit as close to the target as possible. Have some more fruit. Yum, yum, yum. Everyone stands up. We're going to try pouncing again with our shield. Hiya. 2 hits, including a perfect hit. Come on, Dano. This location is safe and can be critically wounded by any type. So yeah, critically wounded. Critical wound here for Belly would be outstanding, but it's a 5. That's not enough again, is it? Oh, it's a 6, Dano. It's a 50-50, you pest. Lantern 10. Can't do anything about that. Critical on the wrong one. Got a wound though, which is good. So proficiency point earned on the shield. We suffer knockback 7 and gain a bleeding token. So that's good. All excellent. You get things. Yeah, we want to keep all those things out there because we get extra basic resources. Let's swing with Hans and his bone axe. Hans gets 1 hit. Hans can critical, and he rolls a 1. All survivors adjacent to the fruit suffer 6 damage and knock back 5. So we're going to explode this one. He's going to suffer knockback into the tree. So he's knocked down, and he suffers 6 damage to the waist. Dash into this position here and make another paired attack. 2 hits, no, 1 hit on an 8. Felix, yes, so another hissing arms attack. Five's not a wound, is it, Dano? Man, I've rolled a lot of 5s when I need a lot of 6s. This all would have been avoided if we had have rolled enough on our Sauna Shrine to get 2 strength tokens, but instead we failed. I think that's our turn, which is a bit disappointing. Another mood. Oh my god, after damage bleed. See, this is what I was saying. This guy's actually, like, very bad sometimes. We actually got death tokens on Tweety, haven't we? Lanternism. While you have a death token. Yeah, this is the one. We need to combine Ghost Zerker with the one that lets you look at thingy cards. All right, so it is going to be our Frogdog, Tweety, Felix, who is going to suffer the basic action. So this is bad, but we do have a lot of evasion there. Basic action, so it's 3 speed, hitting on 6s. We need to miss all of them. No, we suffer 1. So this is going to trigger a roll on the head. Why would you roll the head there, Dano? Felix, why? He's a child of the sun, Dano. What are you doing? Come on, Dano. Oh, there's a lantern 10. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep the 10. No, I'm keeping the 10. Felix, I think that's just your knockdown. And if you've got 3 courage, you spit out a tooth and you gain a survival. Let me check. Yeah. Head, 10, 3 courage, gain 2 insanity. Oh no, you don't get knocked down. Great. So we gain a bleed and a bash from that because it is an attack. So that's knocked down. This guy now stands up. Boom. She is going to... How many wounds are left? 1, 2... There's only 4 wounds because there's a lot of moods in play. We'll do a leap, pounce rather, into here. And we're going to use the bone axe this time with our pounce. So that's 1 hit. And so she is critically wounding on a... Still just a 10. So she rolls a 6, but that is a wound. So we get to do a wound. And then the reflex, the fruit closest to the attacker explodes. They suffer 6 damage and knockback 5 to the body. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she goes back here, explode into that, knock down. And now this guy is going to swing. Good old Hans. Hans rolls 1 hit and gets the trap. Oh no, all fruit adjacent explodes. No. No, all survivors adjacent to the lonely tree suffer knockback 7. No, she's going to go 1, 2. She's going to go 1, 2, 5. And he is in big trouble. He is in more trouble than the early settlers. Oh, he's getting knocked back too. Well, he would have moved to there. He's not copping it. Okay, so 6 damage to him. Does it say all survivors adjacent to a nightmare fruit miniature? Okay. So he suffers it to the hands. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's knocked down and he gains flower funnel, which gives him 2 brain damage. And he's going to get bleeding tokens every time he walks. We're okay with that and you'll see why. Bummer, bummer, bummer. That's a shame. Still, we kind of want him to die, so see if we can manufacture that somehow. Just manufacture it. The death of a brave survivor of Pluck's Gutter. That's it. That's the end of our turn. So it is Seed Grenade, the closest threat. 3 speed, these attacks do very little to scare me now. Tweety's just going to dodge that, so we suffer nothing at all. Everyone stands up, stand up, stand up. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a move, which means he gains a bleeding token. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another bleeding token because he's in a dash. But we're actually going to put him over here. Pounce with the axe. Hits twice. 1, 2. Bear fruit. So we'll do this one. So that is a wound. It is not a critical though for belly. No, she's actually got another speed. Did she hit again? She did. Yep. So that one wounds. We'll do that one first. The monster's going to heal 1. And Hans is going to gain another bleeding token. So that's that one. And this one is a wound because we pounced, and the tree's going to bear fruit, and then we're going to suffer knockback 7. So that's it. We'll go over here. We're going to swing with our paired attack. We gain 1 hit. And that 1 hit is that. Any survivors gain a bleeding token and the monster performs heal 1. Another bleeding token for Hans. Can we wound? We cannot. That's only on a wound reaction. So we failed to wound. So it doesn't heal 1. And that is all. So now it's the monster's turn. It's going to go seed grenade again, and it's going to target Hans. Oh no, Hans. However will you survive? Oh, actually, this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 speed. Hits Hans twice. And these are worth 2 damage each. It's the body and the boots. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Let's do this in the most effective way possible. He's going to dash, and he's going to go here, and then he's going to land here, and he's going to move here, and he's going to die. Because of bleeding tokens. He's killed himself by walking around with flower funnel. So he dies. And that will get us a basic resource. The reason we're doing that is because they're standing right next to Tweedy. Perfect hide. And being right next to Tweedy, who is a lanternist, they're going to spend their action to pick up the lantern and they will roll a 7, gain 1 insanity and a death token, and we have activated a fallen lantern, and so we advance the death collector 3. Which is excellent. It's the optimum outcome. And got an evasion. Yes. Death Collector 3. So done. We'll do another paired attack with the Verminist. And gets 2 hits, including a perfect hit. Bears fruit and first strike. So we failed to wound, and we're placed in a thing all the way over here, and we gain a bleeding token, and that's it. I think we will leap here. 1, 2, or not pounce, we'll pounce rather. We'll just move with the bone axe. Hits 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's a super dense, which will break our axe, but if we do 2 wounds here, yeah, we'll do it in this order. So we're going to try and do the iron bark first, so we can critically wound this, which we don't, but we do wound. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. So basic action is 3 speed, 664. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's actually 3 because of the one thing on the, that's only 2. Anyway, suffers bash and bleed. And that is the end of her. Monster's turn. We're knocked down. It's only got its basic action. So it's only going to do its basic action against the closest threat, which is here. We have an extra evasion now, thanks to our death token, but we will spend a survival to dodge. So that does nothing. It puts a fruit down. So we're literally just 1 wound away. Gonna move. Gonna dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and try and she stands up too, and just make another paired attack, and hope that this doesn't bite us. 1, 2, 3, paired attack. 2 hits. No, 1 hit. Yeah, 2 hits. Oh, I don't want 2 hits. I want no hits. 1. 1. So if we can roll a wound here, we're okay. We do roll a wound. So we survive, we win, and we gain 3 basic resources. Complete the showdown. We was victorious. We're not advancing the year. Everyone gains 1 hunt XP, and we're actually going to gain 3 collective cognition from that because the lonely tree is a nemesis. So it's going to gain us 3 settlement victories. And I don't know what we were on before. Yeah, I think we are gaining the nutrition innovation. I'm pretty sure I was at 18. So it's calculated correctly. Well done, scribe. Nutrition. So we gain extra forum knowledge. That won't benefit us until next year. So we'll always share 4, and we can get some Lumi for the cost of endeavours, which is nice. Anything else? Weapon proficiency. And we gained 3 basic resources. And we also gained the Jagged Marrow Fruit strange resource. 1, 2, 3. Jagged Marrow Fruit. Don't really remember. Oh, here's a fun little fact, right, for those that are playing along at home. So that we lost our nose on that roll for the Mir Navi. So you have to mark down that there's no nose, which like probably seems like a dumb thing. But every now and then things just interact. When you gain jowls, it bites off your nose. If you have no nose, you die. So it's just every now and then there's just these little things that are linked together that really have no, don't seem like a thing. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay. So my guy just dies. Sweet. I think that's so cool. Where is it? Jagged Marrow Fruit. I think that's the good one. Anyway, I love that. So, our resources that we gain are a perfect bone, a monster hide, a perfect hide, and another hide. Wonderful. We have a hissing cockroach. And we have a Jagged Marrow Fruit. So we can consume it and archive to gain the following ability, which is actually quite a cool one for us. Because in this People of the Sun campaign, we do actually get a benefit from the Jagged Marrow Fruit. So I just got to figure out who that will be. I'm going to leave that out so I remember to do that. And then I'll just grab my knowledge deck and I will include Death Collector 3. Which is wonderful. All right, we are going to go hunt a dung beetle knight. We're going to get into some dung beetling. And this time our Verminous with the pickaxes is going to be awesome. So I will be back once I've set up and prepared everything. We'll get ready for an actual hunt this lantern year against a dung beetle knight, level 2. And that is all. I'll catch you then very shortly. Let us commence a hunt against possibly the coolest monster in the entire game of Kingdom Death, the Dung Beetle Knight. We will depart. We will gain plenty of benefits here if we are successful. If we are unsuccessful, it will be a sad day. However, it will not be the death of our campaign. So, all right. Our first survivor will be Belly to face off against the Bone Eaters, and we are facing off against Bone Eaters. I'll go set up Bone Eaters. Okay, it's Bone Eaters time. You gotta love to see it. Here we go. Wrong page. Here we go. Bone Eaters set up. Let's just look at the level 2 Bone Eaters. So we've got our champion set up. They're toughness 9. They've got a bonus 1 damage, but they are still only 2 speed a swing. We have no surges. We have no Sun Eaters that can use surges. And so that is a real shitload of shit. Our survivor that was selected to brave the proverbial storm is Tweety. We've got plenty of stuff. When we arrive at the showdown, we'll actually apply arrival bonuses. Bone Eaters level 2. Everyone actually gains a survival from the cloak. So that's good. So yes, the evasion on Tweety, she is only evasion 1. Am I better off going with the chick with evasion 2? No, we'll go Tweety. She's going to ignore double hits because of the thing. So let's have a look. It's the first Bone Eater. Sorry, it's the king. He's not on the board. It's this chick. So she rolls. She hits twice. That goes down to 1 hit because of the thing. Damage is 3 to the body. We'll dodge that one. Next one is the head, hat guy, that guy. Double 2, misses, excellent. The next person is this guy. 3 and a 9, so the 9 hits unfortunately. And it hits the head for 1, 2, 3. 3 damage, was it, Deno? Yep. Fuck. These guys, man. With their basic action. And that does a bleeding token. We haven't rolled any perfect hits yet. So 1 bleeding token for Tweety. We do not have bandages. I'd love for these to miss, actually. Nope. 1 hit. Where does it go? On the body. 1, 2, 3. Another bleeding token. So we do have multiple death tokens. Oh, I forgot to apply an evasion there. I don't think that mattered at all, but 1 accuracy, 1 strength, and 1 evasion. We currently have 1, 2, 3 death tokens, so that's fine. Okay, our turn. So what is our most optimal way of doing things? So she's going to pounce into the rear with the hooked claw knife. She's 4 speed. She hits 1, 2, 3 times. Wounding on 2s. 1, 2. So that is that chick dead. She actually might do the shield. I'll re-roll that and not use the hook claw knife. I'll do the shield. That is 1 hit, which toughness 9, pouncing into the blind spot is absolutely a wound. So mark the shield proficiency point. Not going to be dead though. That's fine. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the blind spot. Swinging with the club. 1, 2 hits. 2 plus, 2 plus. That's a critical, so we'll draw a critical counter card. The Bone Eater is knocked down in shock. That doesn't matter to us because it is dead. Our Verminist into the blind spot with the bone pickaxes. So done. Do we go fist and tooth and try and get to... Nah, it doesn't matter. Paired attack, 1 hit. No accuracy buffs. But in the blind spot, 5, 4, yeah. That's another critical. What does that do? The Bone Eater suffers an additional wound. Get out of here, Bone Eater guy. So what we're going to do is go here. She's actually going to dash into the blind spot there. She's going to swing on that chick with her... I definitely did that the wrong way around, didn't I? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yep, okay, so that was the attack there. She's going to go 1, 2. He's going to get it here. Yeah, I messed things up slightly because I didn't move my colours around on my board, but that's what's going to happen. So that's it. So the person who is going to get attacked is the person in the blue frog dog suit. They will actually try and swing here with fist and tooth. That's 1 singular hit. We're critting on a 9. That's a 1, so that fails, which is it's gonna trigger the thing. It probably wasn't worth doing that, Dano. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. This one swings onto here. An 8 and a 2, so the 8's a hit. We'll spend a survival to dodge with Semi. And then the other person's also gonna hit Semi. 2 perfect hits. Okay, opportunity. Gain a bleeding token, Organ Crush. Ugh. And the Bone Eaters, if they roll any perfect hits, it draws an opportunity card. So 2 hits. Unfortunately, we have to take those. Body and boots. Another bleeding token. I do not like this start, Sam I am. Oh well. That should be it though. We got the shield, so we'll do the bone dagger. Hits once with a perfect hit, with a hooked claw knife, I should say. So that kills her. And in the blind spot with the Verminist, making a paired attack, hits 3 times. Actually, no, hits none. Hits no times. And then we'll dash into the blind spot there. Hits 3 times, 2's to wound. 1, 2, done. 4 Bone Eaters dead, couple of bleeding tokens. We gain 3 survival on everyone. 1, 2, 3. And one of the cool things about that Bone Eater card was everyone suffers bash, but we all gain 3 survival just in case we didn't have enough survival. Those Bone Eaters go away and we level into the next Bone Eaters, who we can only face at level 15, Lanternier 15 or higher. Bummer. So we gain the Shawl of Determination and we roll 4 dice, and on a 7+, we gain a basic resource. That's 4 7s. Good, but no 10s. We still don't get the Royal Scalpel. And the Shawl of Determination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got enough perfect hide over here. I don't recall if the Shawl of Determination helps us. I think it's mostly for bone related stuff, but we might actually lean into the bone thing with that obsession dagger that we have, which could be cool. Shawl of Determination, yeah, well, all gear in your gear grid has the bone keyword. Fine. We might be able to try for that. And if we read here, it says we have to keep marching on, doesn't it? Yeah, we have to keep marching on. We have the option to lower our level or something, but we're not going to do that. Close. So there wasn't a good way to do this. So Belly gained a shield proficiency point. Felix did not, but Felix did level up into Hissing Arms 3, which I'll grab out. Sam was not getting a proficiency point. He didn't make a Fist and Tooth, but what we might do is actually eat his dried acanthus on his turn. So we gain a progress, which actually gains him a strength token. And then on his next turn, we can eat that strength token, which will do that. So that's fine. Hissing Arms. Verminism. Hissing Arms 3. That feels very nice to have that leveled up as well. Okay. It's already happening. So we've eaten our dried acanthus, so that's gone. Let's move over to here. This one will be done by Brown Ground. Survivors brave the muck. Three random events if we don't brave the muck. We have 3 people who can die on the muck. However, we gain a courage. I think we're going to brave the muck. That is a risky option. Sammy achieves bold. Let's do Sammy's bold roll, shall we? Sammy rolls a 1. Let's gain a speed token. Hunt phase, gain a speed token for the showdown. What weapon are you swinging with? Nothing. Good. You could eat that speed token. Okay, risky for the bisky. First person. We'll do Sam because we're on him. Sammy rolls a 3. Suffer monster level plus 1d10 brain damage. He is going down to insanity 0. Belly. Belly rolls a 2, thank goodness, and suffers 10. Felix rolls a 7, so he suffers 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally, Tweety. She rolls a 2, thank goodness, and suffers 11. Okay, we brave the muck. We move to this one. Rolling Fertilizer. We get Herb Gathering and he gains a +1 damage token. This guy sucks. I hate that one. And we have to roll a random hunt event as well. And we don't even get a free Herb Gathering because we've already got a thing. The random hunt event is 11. Oh, my heart was in my mouth there. What is 11? Monster droppings. We can investigate. gain understanding, or we can consume. This is the third. So this is actually Sam. So he might consume, or does he go understanding? Gains a strength token. Yeah, I think we might eat the shit. I don't think I've ever done that. Eat the shit. Gain a courage. He's consumed on the showdown, so he gains that. And he rolls a 4. He becomes the Scat Man. Sam the Scat Man. He's a Scat Man. Basic event. All right. 47. Is that Death Wager? We just met the gambler. No, it's Banquet Trees. We have a sickle, so we end the event. Good. What is Gambler? He's 48. Oh. Here, it's another random event. 31. Strange Path. The event revealer decides whether or not the survivors follow the path. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So that is Belly. We want to follow the path, Belly. The event revealer gains 1 understanding. She will follow the path. Why not? We roll a 5. All survivors suffer 1 brain event damage, and the event revealer rolls again on this table. Adding +2. It's a 7. Same thing, so we're going to 9 now. Oh, we're going +4. So that's 13. The path leads to the beast. You ambush the monster. Wonderful. Overwhelming darkness. Doesn't say we start the showdown immediately. So, overwhelming darkness. So the first one, Belly, rolls a 4, so everyone else gains a thingy, so that's fine. Felix rolls a 3, suffers a -1 accuracy token, which he'll discard. Sam rolls a 5, so everyone suffers a thing. He loses an evasion, but that's fine. And a 1, spend all your survival to gain a person or lose a courage. Yeah, we'll spend all our survival because I think we're going to get a lot of it back. And we gain a population. And that person is Lorena. All right, so mineral gathering. We'll start by mineral gathering. So the first thing we do is roll on the pickaxe table. We roll a 4. I think that's just find a broken lantern. I should print this out so I don't have to. Gain a broken lantern, suffer 2 event damage to a random hit location. 2 to the body. I have gone to the very wrong area. It is here. 2 to the body of Felix. But we gain a broken lantern, which I will add right now. And that's it. Herb gathering, we're going to roll 3 dice for everyone. See if we can get to 45. We don't have cooking, so 10 and 14, 24, 34. That's nothing. That's enough to get us to 45, so everyone gets 2 survival, and we get 2 fresh acanthus. Ooh. The survivors consume herbs and berries. Guess what? We just consumed on the hunt. So Sam the Scat Man, he's a very hungry man. And he gains a strength token. So he's got another strength token. He's got 2 now. And actually. You may spend to consume. I think that levels him up, actually. So he's actually got 3 strength tokens. Well, that's interesting. I'm just going to read the herb gathering event. Yep, gain 2 fresh acanthus. So I'll gain 2 fresh acanthus. He's been a hungry little man. So yeah, if we look at it, he's consumed once, which has gained him a strength token. Then he's consumed the thing, which is still consuming. Then when he consumed the poo on the hunt, and then he's just consumed herbs and berries. So we've leveled up gourmandism into number 2. Just from one hunt. That is nice. Gain a strength or an accuracy token. Alright, so the showdown. So we've got this, we've got an extra damage token. We have heavy load this time. We lose a survival when you collide with the dung ball. I'm just going to look at Tweety. Yeah, so she's going to gain survival from hunt thing, and then gets another survival from getting to the showdown. And there was one other thing we got survival from. Can't remember. But remember, we ambushed the monster, so we actually get to go first here, which could be quite cool. So I'm going to set that up. We shall be back shortly. I did just realise we actually had one more hunt event. Practice dummies. Find a training ground, roll 1d10. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this is Sam the Scat Man. Sam rolls a 9. Nope. We get nothing. All right. That's fine. Okay, we're almost done. All right, we're at the showdown. We're ready to commence. There is a bug spot over here. No one has vermin obsession, so that's fine. Remembering that we do have ambush. We are ambushing the monster. So there's no nothing that we need to be super concerned about, I don't think. The stinkiest survivor is Sam the Scat Man. He has monster grease. Nobody else has any stinky gear. So what we're going to do, we're going to try, since we're ambushing, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a dash for Sam the Scat Man. He's a scat man. And he's going to kick the ball. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Good work, Sam. So then she, Belly, do we want to dash? Yeah, so we're going to dash. We don't need to chase the pickaxes anymore. Oh, I need to draw a random terrain card and add that thanks to physiognomy. Let's flip over here. So we draw 2 and choose 1. 2 tall grass. Maybe we'll take 2 tall grass. And smog incense. No, we'll take tall grass. So I'll put tall grass on the board. The monster has not acted yet, so there's nothing about this that will that would have changed. Stinkiest survivor. There. Okay. So now I was going to leap into the blind spot with the shield. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she'll dash. And she will now leap. Does she have anything else? No. So she's now in the blind spot. So she's leaped. She's going to use the round leather shield in the blind spot. Hits once Have I shuffled those on stream? I don't think so. So we'll just shuffle those. Okay. Nice. All right. So one hit location, which is the hidden mandibles. So the toughness of this guy is 14. Have I fucking bitten off more than I can chew here? I may well have done so. Well, I'm trying to hit the shield. So the shield is pouncing with strength 9. It's actually strength 8. And I just looked at her board. She also needs to give everyone a survival from arriving at the showdown with the Lion Slayer cape. So that's a critical. Oh, what a start. So we ignore the reflex. It's got a broken mouth. So this is tragic, unfortunately. The attack ruins the precise mandibles of the monster's face if the attacker is within 2 spaces and able to consume. We can't consume because we've got a... Oh, haven't we got a broken... No, that's someone else, yes. Gain a permanent evasion to spend 2 survival. We also just spend 1 for our dash. That's awesome. So we do a wound. We gain our shield proficiency point. And she's done. And now we can start swinging with the hook claw dagger, which is going to be great. Felix, going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 into the front. Going to swing with a bone pickaxe. Or do we just use deflect? No, I think we'll swing with the bone pickaxe. Hits twice. It's a 9 and an 8. Oh, the bone pickaxe. Okay, so we get to gain 2d10 strength when attempting to wound this with a pickaxe. So we'll make the black dice the wound roll. The blackout dice, I should say. Yeah, so we can't actually wound this. It doesn't actually do a wound, but yeah, so we get the wound through, so we gain a survival, and we archive the card. So that does no good for us. Is that a critical? I don't. Yeah. And this one, oh, I don't know why I'm rolling that. Critical gains a -1 movement token. Doesn't really matter. It was a wound either way. So we don't fail. It's super dense. The pickaxe is not frail, so we've done a wound. Good work, Felix. So the last person to go is Tweedy. So I think if we... Yeah, so what Tweedy's going to do, she's got 3 -1 strength tokens from the Bone Eater Showdown. So she's going to use her action to flip those. 1, 2, 3. And so she's now strength 15, which means she's wounding on a 2+ for the majority of the showdown. So that will be the first turn done. So we now move on to the second turn, and we will not perform Baller because the monster is not adjacent. So we will simply move to a Boiling Resin Spit. Closest knockdown survivor? No. Closest stinky threat. So it's here. So she's going to get knocked over. So we want to dash her, I think. And we can dash her into a position where she can leap. Oh my god, it's got broken mouth. It suffers 1 wound and is knocked down. Oh, great card for us. It's got a broken mouth. He's knocked down. All right, well that's That's good stuff for us. So, there's no thingy in play. Okay, come on, Dano. Get excited. The Ballad, oh no, we can't actually swing the Ballad of Inversion yet. That's silly, you need 7 wounds in the wound stack, Dano. When you depart, gain 2 survival. We can actually use the singing breastplates to encourage. I haven't thought about that, but we definitely should think about that. Is blue insane? No. The Scatman is not insane. He doesn't have a weapon, so he's not going to do us much good. So I think the Scatman is just going to move over here and have a Harvest of the Bug Patch. And he rolls a 4, which is gain a random vermin resource. And the vermin resource that he gains is a crab spider. And then he's going to dash back into the grass. So I think he's dashed as well. So, yep, so that's fine. So he's done, including his dash for this turn. Felix is currently in position to swing. So let's do that with the pickaxes again. So another 9 and an 8. And that blackout dice has been on a rampage. So we'll do them in this order because this one cancels the reflex. We are critting on 8s here, so, or maybe even better. Yep, so that's a 6. Is that a critical? No. Is that a wound? I don't think it's a wound. No, so that's a 10, so it's not a wound. The ball gets moved 1d10 spaces towards. That's 1, thank you very much. This one is a critical. Gain a random Dung Beetle Knight. Gain a strength token and spend 4 survival to gain a permanent strength. Okay. A beetle horn. So that is excellent. So we ignore that reaction. We do a wound, and then we can move out of the way. I think we will go in now with our Song Hammer, Curse Hammer guy. An 8 is the only hit that we get. And that is a filthy face. If hitting with a club, we are hitting with a club. We wound, because we're wounding on a 2+. It suffers -4 toughness and cancels all reactions till the end of the attack. We have no surges, but we gain another -1 strength token, so we're at 4 now. I actually just use this, don't I? 4, so that's strength 8 plus, say, proficiency point, strength 8 plus 4 is 12, yeah, so 2+ wounds, yeah, excellent. All right, so now the hooked claw knife is, I think we dash and surge, don't we? Or dash and leap, I should say. With the hooked claw knife, so this is a big, powerful attack. 1, 2, 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so this is the order. There's no criticals available. Sorry, when I say there's no criticals available, I mean there's no bonuses to my critical roll. We're still critical. But we are effectively strength 14, so we're wounding on a 2+. So this one is a 1. All survivors in its blind spot suffer knockback 7. And that is the end of that attack. I feel like that has been a cursed weapon. All right, that's the end of our turn. Oh, I forgot he was knocked down, wasn't he? So we actually don't perform that reaction. We were hitting on 3s as well. Oh man, all right, well, that doesn't happen. That's a wound, so that doesn't happen. And that's a wound, so that doesn't happen. And now we can, that's it, end of our turn. Monster's turn. Do not perform this action, instead perform ground pound and then basic action. Ground pound, it moves 2 spaces, 1, 2, we've rolled well there. Basic action, closest threat in range, it is going to be Tweety with 2 evasion. It's 4 speed, hitting on 5s. So it's 3 hits, that goes down to 2 hits thanks to the singing set. And that's body in the hands, and this is 6 damage a swing. We'll dodge the body. Knockdown. Full move the monster towards the resin dung ball. 1, 2. Okay. We might use the singing set now. So how do we do that best? Hit song. All right. Belly dashes. Let's get out and into position. Going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to spend a dash with Scatman Sam. He's going to kick the ball. Hiya! 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use Hit Song. After dashing to get to here. There's a lot of dashing in this one, don't I? That encourages here, and that will allow us to swing with our bone pickaxes in the blind spot. 1 perfect hit with a bone pickaxe. Oh, it's worked out a treat. We wound. We gain a survival. We archive the card. We do not wound it. Oh, if you attack with a pickaxe, gain an additional 3 survival. Outstanding. So that's done. So now I think we'll do our leap with the hooked claw dagger. So come on, hooked claw. 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. The monster performing ground pound we don't love. Yep, so this one's our first option. So it's a 2+ to wound. It's a critical. Oh, I wish we did it on the parry. The impact surprises both the attacker and the Dung Beetle Knight. Both suffer knockback 5 directly away from each other. If the attacker has 3 courage, they gain a survival. So, what's good about that is that does a wound. We both suffer knockback 5 away from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because the monster has moved, you tear a chunk of flesh out, it suffers an additional wound from the hook claw knife. So that's very good. I don't think we'll do anything other than kick the ball again. kick the ball, kick it away. That's the end of our turn. This guy draws. Oh my god, Swordmaster. No. Perform basic action. It gains a speed token. This is its legendary card. It's only got one. Closest threat. Move and attack target. What speed is this idiot? Is speed 7. Oh, this could work for us actually. Hasn't got a broken blade. So if we count here, so if this is our closest threat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. And he also has a -1 movement token anyway that I didn't include because we did a critical. Yeah, so we can get away from him. So we're going to do that. And we're going to try and set it up so that we can. So we'll dash with Tweety. So this is a trait. So it's taken out of the deck, which is awesome. So yeah, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to go 1, 2, 5, 6, like so. Go like that. Yeah, we still need to dash. Doesn't really matter. So that's fine. So we've managed to avoid his basic action. He doesn't then full move towards the resin ball. Great. Swordmaster done. 1, 2, 3, 5 wounds to go. All right. Belly's going to dash into position and then leap. So leap to here. Hook's Claw Knife again. 3 hits. 1, that's bad. Discard this and draw a new hit location. Discard this and draw a new hit location. Trap, of course it is. Lands next to the resin dung ball. Boom. And slams the attacker inside. 5 damage to monster level hit locations. Boots and body. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 because of our Lion Slayer cloak. And gains the Smell World status card. We're inside the stupid bowl. That's quite annoying. So she's done and she's dashed. All right, we need to get the ball away. Do we archive for our Ballad of Inversion? I just don't think we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to kick the ball. Kick the ball away. 1, 2, 3. Tonight we're going to be hit. Into the blind spot with dual pickaxes. Hiya! 1 hit. Oh, top deck and the trap doesn't feel good. 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the ball as well. And then gains the Smell World status card. Okay, okay. Potentially could have just gotten in some trouble there. Is it worth Fist and Tooth? At this point, it probably is. Well, Fist and Tooth. It's 1 hit. A Century Carapace. We fail. Did we fail? We fail. Loser survival. Sam's a scat man. That's the end of our turn. That's a bad turn. Genius Architect, no. Instead, the monster gently steps on a keystone. The tunnel network breaks in just the right place. All survivors suffer bash and monster level +3 damage to the legs location. Oh no, Sam the Scatman is in trouble. So she's suffering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the legs. And bash. And Felix, no. Sam is also having to severe injury roll on the legs. Uh-oh. Into a 9, those all right. Come on, where's me severe injury ones, Deno? I don't know where I put my severe injury ones. There they are. 9 on the legs. Bloody thighs. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. I feel like that's bad. Oh. Okay, that is the end of the monster's turn. Ground pounds the ball. And it goes all the way back. Also suffers bash. So on our turn, all we can do is try and get out of the ball with Belly, who fails to get out, and Felix, who fails to get out. That is the end of our turn. Back to the monster. Resin Swords, oh no, it's going for the closest knockdown survivor. So that can either be someone with a singing set or someone with evasion. Let's go Sammy because he's got 4 evasion. Oh my god, he's then performing basic action as well. Get out of here, guy. He's got 4 speed too. Oh. So this is actually bleeding 2. So maybe it does go for Tweety. Evasion. Bleeding tokens gives her additional death tokens. Oh, it's got Broken Blade. No, it hasn't got Broken Blade. Oh, I was so excited for a second. It's got Broken Teeth. Evasion 4. This is the death of our Gourmandist, but no, we'll put it on. We'll put it on the person with the singing set. Oh, it's a good roll for us to roll. So we'll spend a survival to dodge. Last survival. What does that go for? The closest threat. There is no threat. It goes for defensive spit salve. Nice. So nothing. Then perform basic action. There's no threats. It defensive spit salves, which is Archive Century. Hit Carapace back on top of the hit location deck. Place it adjacent to the resin dung ball with the ball in its blind spot. Like so, I guess. Everyone stands up. We know the hit, the carapace is on top. Go to there, kick the ball. Move to here, swing. 2 hits, we know one of them. Discard it, draw a new hit location. First one, so that is, it's a club, so we get to roll an extra 2d10, so that's a wound. But that doesn't do anything, but we gain a survival. And this one, it's a parry, so it fails. We suffer bash and knockback 7. Having a bad time. Get out of the ball. Fail. Get out of the ball. Fail. Alrighty. Yes, you dickhead. Suffer a wound. Get knocked down. And that's it. Stand back up. If I can do 2 wounds, it's absolutely punishing. Let's try this. Belly's going to try and get out. She fails. Thingy's going to try and get out. He succeeds. So Felix is out. And he now gains dung milk. He suffers 2 damage to your body that ignores armour. -1 evasion. And he's now stinky. And he's there. We're going to dash with Tweety into a knockdown guy. Let's see if we can roll 2 hits. We roll 2 hits. No, we roll 1 hit. No, that's awful, Deno. What is it? Oh, it's a carapace anyway. Hey, look, we wound, gain a survival. Damn. I was hoping if I could do 2 wounds then that he would just do a resin spit and kill himself. That would have been awesome, but it's not to be. We might as well go fist and tooth here, right? We're hitting twice, hit twice. 2 of those rolls, another carapace. We'll do that one first. So we crit on a 7 is not quite enough for a crit. Is it enough for a wound? Because he's actually got a lot of strength tokens. It is enough for a wound. Well done. He can't wound the Sentry Carapace though. Even though he comes close. Loses survival. Well, we're going to be very close here. His turn. Closest knockdown survivor in range. It is Felix, who does have some survival, which is good. This is a bad one to get. We can't encourage him to stand up, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. This is 4 speed. It misses twice. Felix has a luck set, so that stops one of those hits, and then he'll dodge the last one, which means we do not do the other damage effects. Closest threat is going to be Tweety, is going to be targeted with the attack. Can Tweety dash to get out of the way for the basic action? No, she can't. This could be the death of Tweety. Oh no! Can we get away? 6 damage a swing is awful. 5 speed. We will dash and get into the grass. I think it's our only one to. It's our only option. And Sam will actually use his Frogdog armour. He has no armour at his legs, so he can't. Alright, he'll dash. Alright, so that's where we're going to be. So this is a huge roll, Deno. Huge roll. If we want Tweety to survive, we don't even have a survival, so can't dodge. Oh well. 5, 5, 3, 8 and 9. So one of these gets through. If we roll the waste here, because we've got the singing armour, so the waste would be glorious. It's the waste. It's still a severe injury roll though. That's a shame. Isn't it? Bleed 1. Yeah, because he's got extra damage. Damn. All right, Tweety. A 9 into a 7. That's going to survive, Tweety. Was it the waist? A broken hip. Can't believe he survived this. He's got a Drydocanthus. He will not suffer a broken hip. He will keep his Drydocanthus and get rid of it. But there is a... Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bleed 1. Oh, man. Okay, there's 3 wounds left. We've got our pickaxe person in position. So what we're going to do is Sam's going to walk over here and get out our dagger chick person. She comes down with dung milk, so she's knocked down. She's got 2 damage to the body. And that's fine. And she's got a -1 evasion and a -1 accuracy. However, what we're going to do is we're going to use Hit Song from Felix by dashing to get into position. He's got Verminism. Yeah, so we'll put her here. He'll dash 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a Hit Song. Swing with the pickaxes. That's going to encourage her to stand her up. He hits once because he's got a -1 accuracy token from Dung Milk. We discard that. The Filthy Gut, so we're not doing the reflex. We don't critical, and I don't think we wound either. She's actually here. So the ball goes a little bit towards him. We'll dash and leap into the blind spot with the dagger. 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. The swarm of bot flies. We archive the card because she is courage 5, 7, so she's fine. This one's we don't need to roll for that. Yeah, this is 2 failures, so that one's not a failure. And that one's not a failure. We need to do 1 more wound, and we have our person with the club who's able to move into the blind spot. 1 singular hit. If attempting to hit with a club or shield, gain +4 strength. We'll get it done. Ooh, I felt so nervous. All right, well, I'm very happy with that because we didn't lose anyone. We had no major issues. Let's just check for proficiency shield. No, no, yes. We will complete the showdown. We can go for 2 Hunt XP, which we will. And we will return and advance the year. We have 2 Ponderers. And then we can Spelunking of Death. So we will Spelunking, but while I'm at it, we're going to grab the basic resources, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're also going to grab, I really love that fight. You know, it's just an awesome fight. Dung Beetle Knight resources, how many do we get of those? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then last of all, we get 3 Caustic Dung and a Skell. One, two, 3, and a Skell. So that's done. So now spelunking. So we'll nominate some survivors. Let's go with Scatman Sam. He's got courage 4, so he's a legend. He rolls a 6. We gain a skull and an iron if he has a pickaxe. He does not have a pickaxe, does he? No. So he instead gains 1 courage. Next person is an 8. I probably should have done that in order, so I didn't. So we'll just do Belly. Belly rolls an 8, so she's going to attempt the Trial of Valor. She rolls a 4, and she gets to add 4, so she rolls an 8. She gains a permanent strength. Not good for our Regalist. Next person down is Felix. Felix rolls a Lantern 10, so he too can do the Trial of Valor. And he rolls a 3, which goes to a 5, so he gains 1 courage. How courageous of you, Felix. And last of all, a 2. We gain a preserved Caustic Dung, yes. Okay. We'll do our settlement event. And we have our principal conviction, which will of course be romantic. And then we shall also enter our resources. So, 9, 2. It's the top one. It is. Have we already done a triathlon of death in this one? I'll go and have a look. I can't remember if we've done a triathlon of death. Let's have a look. Death, concert, cracks in the ground, dark tennis, lights in the sky, dark trade, a weird ring, I didn't put this one. I'm going to pretend it was triathlon of death. I feel like I have. That might have been the last one. So we'll do this one. Dark trader. Have I done dark trader? I've done dark dentist and dark trader. So this one. Elder council. Cool. Elder Council. So we have Saga, we don't have Scarification, we don't have Records. So the Saga adds us a Lantern 10. So we have 10, 21, 28, 32, 45, 55, 56, 58, 62, 64, 64. -1 endeavour, -2 resources, a retired survivor must hunt the next hunting party. We don't have a retired survivor, so that'll do. Elder Council. Principal conviction. Romantic. Is this a bad one? Do we lose all of our things? Oh yeah, we're about to lose all of our resources. Maybe we're not. There'll be a lifetime reroll in play here if this doesn't come our way. We use a lifetime reroll on our new survivor. A 7. Legend Caller. Nominated survivor, they gain 4 understanding. We'll nominate Belly. She gains 4 understanding. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she will see the truth and she will gain Legend Caller. The Regalist with Legend Caller. Boom. We will add, our principal will be Romantic. We will add Romanticism, which has already happened. And we need to do her See the Truth. No. Taste Death. What is it? White Secret. Now you can't do White Secret if you have that sword. However, we got rid of the sword, so she will suffer the lunacy, brain trauma, and she will roll a 1. She is ageless. That's awesome. Ageless. So she will gain 1 accuracy and 1 strength. But she does suffer a random disorder, and it is apathetic. Cure this order if you have 8 understanding. Thank you. So the romantic principle is we add romanticism, and all knowledge at the forum costs us -1. So we do need to draw out our 4 knowledge. We get health, digestion, find the castle, and physiognomy. We may buy a physiognomy. That has been upgraded. As those hissing arms. Let's do our ponders. We have the Regalist and we have the Verminist. Facism, Verminism, Regalism. There we go. All right, so our Regalist, Belly, she is advancing to Regalism rank 3, and she rolls a 9. She does gain a Lumi, of course, when she goes to 3. And we innovate Stone Stairs. It's all happening in this phase. Stone Stairs, there it is. If a survivor runs away, is exiled or dies, they climb the stairs instead. Fine. And we roll a 9. We gain an accuracy and we can call the storm. And we're at 21. And we gain sword and shield style. Oh my God. I think sword and shield style is actually awesome for us. So we'll lose combat conviction and we will gain call the storm. Oh, that is awesome. Regalism. Regalism leverages insanity, which is nice. Call the storm, and then this one is when you have sword specialization, you also have shield specialization and vice versa. So we won't take that one. We'll keep our physiognomy and we'll call the storm. So those both go into the deck. I will need to add the sword and shield style into the deck. Oh, great. Verminism. Where's sword and shield style? There it is. Okay, Verminism rank 2, was it? Who was that? Felix. the Vermin Lord. Gain a Lumi and roll 1d10. And he rolls a 1. Gain a random vermin resource and consume it immediately. Well, this sounds awful. Oh, I want mirror eyes. All right, we flip a Cyclops fly. On a 6+, we gain an accuracy. On a 1 or a 2, a 1 to a 3, we die. That's a Lantern 10. Gain a permanent accuracy, Felix, my man. Okay, so we've gotten our thing leveled up, so he can actually start using a good weapon now. He doesn't need to use dual pickaxes. All right, so we can now enter in our resources, and then we can think about what the hell we're going to do with our stuff. That was a lucrative hunt, actually. Very lucrative. Well, the bone eaters always makes it easy. So, storage, vermin resource. It is a crab spider. Some dung beetle knights. We gain a beetle horn. We gain a scarab wing. We gain a scarab shell. We gain a century shell. We gain a century fingernails. We gain a scarab shell, and we gain a compound eye. Still no underplate fungus, which sucks because I think you need that for one of the items. And then basics. We have monster bone, monster organ, perfect organ, question marks, broken lantern, monster organ, love juice, perfect hide, monster organ, monster hide, monster hide. All right, we lost one of our endeavours from the Elder Council. We have to give up 2 resources, so we'll give up 2 scrap. And we'll also give up a bone, a hide and an organ to do our innovates. And we will flip a lantern oven, storytelling, pictograph and forbidden dance. We'll take lantern oven because it gives us access to heat. And it will add cooking to the deck, as well as a couple of others. Morgue. Morgue becomes relevant in this one. Scrap smelting. We've got that. Lantern oven. Lantern oven. Good. All right, so now we have spent 2 endeavours. We have 4 endeavours to spend. We've done all of our story events. So I will reflect on what I want to spend my good resources on. I shall return. Okay, so what we want to do with our things. So what do we get? We get Phoenix Cuisine. We get Black Knight Cuisine 29, so that's exciting. Still light on organs. The caustic, the dung is good. So one of our endeavours we want to spend on Sauna Shrine. One of our endeavours we want to spend on this butchery. So if we have a look at Belly, she's got shield 6 and she has not, off the top of my head, done butchery. So if we do butchery for +1 weapon proficiency, she goes to 7. We just need to spend an organ for that. We're going to do a second time because we also have Grand Weapon 7 for Tweety. So she is going to, she's already done Butchery. Oh. All right, well, we're not spending that one. Is anyone else worth investing in for that? Jenny. Probably Jenny. No, we'll put Jenny on the bed. And yeah, we might do it for her as well. So putting her on the bed removes the broken arm if she rolls a 4+. So she does. So we'll remove her broken arm. Hiya! And we will then also give her Butchery. And the last one goes on Sauna Shrine. And we'll roll that next year so that I remember to provide those benefits to everyone. We still have this jagged marrow fruit, which we have to decide if we're going to give to someone. But let's craft some stuff from the wet resin crafter. So, Century shoulder pads needs leather. Maybe we will do leather instead of the Sauna Shrine. We will do leather instead of the Sauna Shrine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bits of leather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what our wet resin crafter looks like now, shall we? Oh, it's options galore. Okay, rubber bone harness, we need an underplate fungus. Actually, what we need to do is open up this book because some of those things can't be crafted unless there is a harvest on the thing. So, underground sow, we add black harvest. And then black harvest, some of these need that. So let's have a look at the wet resin crafter. There it is. So, the Century Greaves requires nightmare corn, as does the scarab circlet. The rubber bone harness also needs that. So we need to, yeah. So maybe what we'll do, instead of that bed and butchery situation, we'll do the bed. But instead of her butchery, we'll actually spend one to put Black Harvest on the timeline, and we do that using underground, not roundstone training, the other one, which I definitely have somewhere and haven't included. There it is, subterranean agriculture. So Black Harvest is not on the timeline. We'll underground sow. So we're going to prepare the farm. Everyone could get vermin obsession, which could be bad. So, how many people do we have? We have 17 population, so we can afford to send like 10 people. So Onita, Marlon, Lorena, Cassandra, Kanisha, Jake, Irina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we add rando, we get 10 and then we're a 5. Yeah. So we'll do that. It's a 5 plus. That's a 4. We'll use a lifetime reroll into a Lantern 10. So all of those people gained Vermin Obsession and all departing survivors gained Vermin Obsession. But we add Black Harvest to the timeline. 1, 2, 3, and Lantern Year 14. And it's currently level 1. Now we can't do that because that's another endeavour. So we actually don't need the Vampiric Artichoke because I don't think we're going for the set. Maybe we are. Well, that's going to be one of our endeavours, is we need to I think I'm actually better off increasing it by 1 level this year and instead getting rid of our butchery. You can tell I did a lot of planning in my time away. Yeah. So we won't archive an organ. So yeah, we're going to go to level 2, and that will mean we remove a preserved Cossack Dung. Okay, I feel good. So now, do we want to encase any gear? Because we can still build some stuff. So we could build Century shoulder pads. We can definitely build a Digging Claws, and I think we want to build a Digging Claws. So craft. We can only build 1, can't we? So that requires Broken Lantern. No, we'll use Fresh Acanthus. Actually, we've got plenty of other things. So, yeah, Great Cat Bones. Yeah, we've only got 1 Digging Claw, which sucks, but Qatar Specialization, here we come. So 1 Digging Claw, excellent. Now we can also build a Century shoulder pads. Yep, leather. Great. So that's that. We can actually build a second one, can we? Century shell. What do we need the Century shell for? We don't actually need it for anything, do we? No. Yeah, let's build 2 of them. And then we'll put 1 into the gear. The rainbow wing belts we want to make because the set requires it. We don't need to make the rubber bone harness. Monster organ. Waxy dermis. Craft. Done. The errant badge is actually quite good. It's like a shield, but not a shield, and it gives us tactics. Do we want to craft that? Not just yet. We can do that any time. Do we want to craft? So that requires Nightmare Corn and iron. So we need to get some iron. That requires a Century fingernail, so we need to get another one of those. Scarab Circlet. That requires Nightmare Corn. So we're done for those. So these are the 4 items we've added. Do we want to add... Oh yeah, we also got 2 vermin resources. And those 2 vermin will be this one and this one. Golden frog and a crab spider. Great. So now we can be an embalmer. So we did 10 people that need to get vermin obsession. That's annoying. And also, Onita used her lifetime reroll. Lifetime reroll used vermin obsession. I'm going to go do this off camera. Stand by. Okay, so we will go for someone to embalm, and they cannot depart this phase. So we're going to basically use every single person in our settlement, because we're going to bury. I'm contemplating burying all 3 of these. So these are all excellent. Yep, I'm going to actually bury all 3. Not that. So we need 3 in survivors. I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4 to depart. Those 4 will gain vermin obsession. I'm burying all 3 of these gear, the calcified. So shoulder pads, and a digging claw. In 3 years' time, we're going to pick these up, and they're going to be the best versions of themselves. But at the same time, we're also going to make a century greaves and a scarab circlet. Hopefully, we're going to make 2 century greaves. We just need 1 more horn. Have we got a scarab shell? Yep, so we've got a scarab shell, so we need 1 more horn, and we need some iron. So we're going to track down some iron. All right, that is going to do us for this lantern year. It's been a long one. We've had 2 showdowns and all sorts of stuff. I really feel like I want to make a guitar. What guitars have I got that I can make? I want to start getting guitar proficiency happening. I know the Caterium has a guitar. That seems like a reasonable thing to do, to use a guitar. That will be all now. I've just made a lion guitar, so I can start getting some guitar proficiency happening. And that is everything in this fight. Next lantern year, it's lantern year 12. I don't know if we have any cool story events happening. We have sun dipping. I feel like that's one where we get purified bonuses, so that's nice. We'll do that. Next year we should also hit Grand Weapon Mastery, Shield Mastery if everything goes to plan, and maybe Fist and Tooth will get close on as well. So that is all. Have a fantastic week, day, night, evening. I'll catch you on the next episode. Big day out.